इसमें आप एक पास्ट कोई एक्शन के किसी पास्ट टाइम के एक्शन के समय कोई दूसरे एक्शन की कंटिन्यूटी स्टेज को आप शो कर सकते हैं। जैसे पहले एग्जांपल दिया, एक और एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं। she had been speaking to someone when her father called her. She had been speaking to someone when her father called. So when her father called her, this is a time when up to when that action was that action was taking place. So this can also be used for this purpose. Now another you know another aspect where you could use this tense is when you have to show the reason of something in the past, to show the reason of an action in the past. Like आप कह सकते हैं जैसे he was tired because he has been overworking. He was tired because he had been overworking. He was tired because he had been overworking. So the impact of overworking was the tiredness. To show the impact of an action over another action in the past, आप इसको use कर सकते हैं. So basically इसको यूज में मैं बताना ये चाहूंगा कि इसके यूज में आपको जनरली एक लिमिटेड स्ट्रक्चर यूज करते हैं, उसी को यूज करके उसी स्ट्रक्चर के अंडर में हम सेंटेंसेस में फ्रेम करते हैं. इसका स्ट्रक्चर है, पहले सब्जेक्ट आएगा, उसके बाद हैड बीन और वर्ब का पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म V4. सो सब्जेक्ट प्लस had been plus verb का ing form, he had been working, प्लस हो भी सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता, ऑब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता है उसमें. he had been reading a book, he had been reading a book. फिर उसमें सिंस या फॉर लगाते हैं टाइम इंडिकेट करने के लिए, उसके बाद टाइम बताते हैं. लाइक यू कैन से ऐसे होगा इसका स्ट्रक्चर S प्लस had been V1 ing plus minus O C, plus minus means may be or may not be, plus minus O object or C or both you could say, and then for or since one, either for period of time, since point of time, and then you have to indicate the time. So you can make a sentence on this structure. I repeat the structure again: subject, then verb had been V4, verb 1 ing, then plus minus object of complement. If you have to keep object of complement, you may keep it, may drop as well, and then for or since one, and then time. Though you could use another prepositions also, when or before, you could also use it, as I had given you examples, certain examples like he had been making a drawing. He had been making a drawing before he went to take the tea. Then you could say the boys had been reading comic books before their mother called for dinner. So इस तरह की sentences आप बना सकते हैं. So in all, I would like to tell you that this is a very particular tense. You can't use it anywhere. So you have to be careful in its use, and you have not to confuse between the past continuous tense and past perfect tense. Perfect continuous tense, past simple continuous and perfect continuous tense. You can't put time with the past continuous, you can put the time with the perfect continuous. So this is the basic difference between the two tenses on which you just try to conclude the basics, and therefore these two tenses must be properly discriminated while taken into use. This is all for perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense. We have further, you know, further propagations regarding it. आगे भी इस पे बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, लेकिन बेसिक फॉर्म में बेसिक्स इनके यही हैं, इसी पे हम लोग इनका यूज करके और आगे हम अपने राइटिंग स्किल्स को इम्प्रूव करते हैं। और ये हमारे लिए प्रॉब्लम है मे बी कि एक नेटिव स्पीकर के लिए, सब राइटर के लिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो, हमारे लिए ज़्यादातर प्रॉब्लम हमारे लिए हम एज द सेकंड लर्नर्स ऑफ सेकंड इंग्लिश एज अ सेकंड लैंग्वेज अदर, उसके लिए ज़्यादा ये परेशानी है। बट हम भी अगर धीरे धीरे यूज़ करना चाहें तो यूज़ करते रहें और पढ़ने की आदत डालें टू ग्रो द हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग, यू नो, not discretional, I mean random reading. Go for random reading and then you can just get the uses of these tenses, and automatically these tenses will be making concept in your mind, and whether you know them or not, you may be improvising their uses before you really come to use, and you will be growing the writing abilities, and one day the time will come when you could write your own without being mindful whether you remember these tenses or not. So my advice or suggestion to you is that you try to grow a habit of reading newspapers, reading whatever you have. I don't mean by this that you have to go for serious readings. You go for reading, and that will ease out your problems, and one day you could be very easily able to use these tenses without any complications or ambiguity. And above all, you have to know that you have to improve your writing skills, and for improving your writing skills you have to be very mindful that these tenses have one of the biggest roles to play, because without understanding each and every tense in its real property, under its real property, you can't decide which tense to use when, and therefore there would be so many complications, confusions. You could be intending to write something, you would be writing some other thing. So take care, and this will save you from this type of problems, especially while you are preparing yourself for facing the exams, and especially in writing skills, improving writing skills, and solving the problems regarding sentence improvement and common errors, especially in your SSC exams, banking exams, management exams, and other, like CPO, CPF, NDSPS. These exams are also offering these types of questions, so you have to just go working out on it. And for example, for doing exercises, you could just consult the book Raymond Murphy, and the exercise past perfect continuous tense you may be getting in the past tenses series. You could get and solve out the problems, and upload your solve out the lesson and upload your problems if you have any, and this will be very useful for you. I'd like to dictate a few words, only 5 words. I'd like to dictate to you, and try to remember. You take down the words, you do your own, and when the classes are open, then I'll discuss these words as for their meanings. The first word for today, the first word is randomize. Randomize. RANDOMIS or ZE. Randomize. Another word, second word is deflagrate. 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 The next word is sans. 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 Next word, fourth word is ghetto. GHETTO. It is of Italian origin, ghetto. And the next word is hypnosis. 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 So these are the 5 words you have to keep in your add to your vocabulary, and contact these words, consult the dictionary to find out all details about these words, and now collect them, and I'll try to discuss all the problems when our classes are open. And this is till then, goodbye.